Hey guys, so today I'm gonna first of all, welcome back to Babble of a Taurus. This is actually technically my first sit down video. I've been doing all vlogs since I was not having my own place, and now I'm in my new place, whatever. So I'm doing it from bed actually because I am experiencing a stomach flu. It is disgusting, but I hope that I'm at the tail end of it. So I have my tea with me to hopefully keep my stomach at bay. Today, we're gonna talk about what I would do if I were to become vegan today. It's obviously based upon my actual journey into being vegan, but because it was like I tripped into being vegan, like I didn't really expect it. I didn't know that it was happening as I was doing it. If somebody is intentionally, consciously trying to become vegan, this is like my loose guide for, you know, how to dance your way into veganism. A lot of people, you know, as soon as I say I'm vegan, people have a lot of questions. Trying to see, the most frequent question is always like, what do you eat? Always, what do you eat? How are you that strong? Don't you miss chicken? Don't you miss cheese? Those are like the usual questions, but I wanted to just give you guys a guide. I have my laptop here because I have notes, can't remember everything. First thing I would do, because this is kind of how I started. When I was doing this step, I didn't realize that I was becoming vegan, but my first step would be to do your research. Do research first. This video would count as some research. Watching other people on YouTube, talk about their experiences being vegan would be research. How I started, I was at the time, this was like 2013 or something like that. Freely the Banana Girl was extremely popular at this time. She would basically react to the most popular YouTubers, react to the videos, and it would be videos of them like either cooking or eating, because it's about food. And she would just like break down and attack everything that they ate. So when I was watching Freely, I wasn't inspired. At this point, I wasn't thinking about being vegan at all, like literally at all. I just was watching this girl because it was honestly entertaining to watch someone be so mad about what somebody else is doing. Freely was my North Star on where I never wanted to go as a vegan. Don't yuck my yum, or don't yuck somebody else's yum. It's kind of like that. Like, we can carry that on into adulthood and into veganism. We don't have to do the ew. Like, it's just stupid. Research. You can research through YouTube videos. You can research also, I don't really recommend this because I don't believe in fear-mongering someone into a lifestyle change. But you can watch the documentaries on veganism. I have not watched any of them. I'm gonna be very real with you. Two of the most popular ones that I've heard of are What the Health and Forks Over Knives. There's like a million of them. Research would be the best thing to do. You could also, as research, go to a vegan restaurant without you even knowing when you're going to become vegan or whatnot. Go to a vegan restaurant or a restaurant that has some vegan options and just take a bite. Eat a plate, see just like the level that vegan food can be taken to, because obviously having it done by a professional chef, it's going to be like the best experience, and you can get an idea of like, okay, like my food can still taste good. My food, you know what I mean? Because people think that being vegan is like eating bland food. People think that being plant-based means just steaming vegetables, a little salt, a little pepper, and then listen. Go to a vegan restaurant. As the only vegan that I know, I have taken my friends and family to a multitude of vegan restaurants and they love them. Like, they don't go to them all the time, but they are willing to go to certain places with me because they're like, their food is genuinely so good. You know what I mean? So that will be step one. Research, research, research. So you can get an idea of, you know, what these new waters are like, okay? Second thing I would say is don't judge yourself. This is going to be something that you're going to have to keep reminding yourself, you know, throughout your journey. Every day we have to remind ourselves to not judge ourselves, but some of us are different. But with this journey, especially if, like I said, you have a goal to get to being vegan, you're gonna have to make sure that you're not judging yourself for the pace that you're going, or what you're still eating and what you haven't cut out yet and all of that stuff. This includes not letting others judge you. I'm not gonna lie, being vegan is, I feel, especially in 2025, being vegan is not that hard. I think it's the hardest socially. It's hard socially because not everyone is vegan. I feel like the majority of people are not vegan. So when you're at social gatherings, when you just want to, you know, go out to eat with other people, birthday dinners, parties, weddings, whatever, there's going to be, you're going to run into some issues. And I remember my first few years of being vegan was like constantly being shut down at restaurants because I couldn't eat anything. And it always resulted in me just eating fries at places, going to a dinner with family or with friends and just, oh, I can only eat fries. Oh, I can only eat fries. Like, it would be so terrible, to the point where probably like 3 years into me being vegan, I kind of stopped going to restaurants because I was just kind of tired of being shut down. But luckily it's 2025 and there's a multitude of vegan restaurants, and not all, but more restaurants than before have at least one vegan option, at least one. And me, I'm not picky. I've never been a picky eater. So just having at least one plate, especially when you're just like out at a dinner, like I'm not here for the restaurant. I'm here because it's my friend's birthday, or I'm just here to show my face. It's like, I'll take whatever the one vegan plate you have, you know, whatever. So that's the thing. But not letting others judge you. A lot of people, I've had people like not want to invite me places because like, oh, you can't eat anything. And like, they just, people, what I've learned about being vegan, because being vegan, you learn the ins and outs of every food, like just constantly reading ingredients, constantly doing research. Okay, what's in this, what's in that? And that's going to be your first couple of years. That's what my first couple of years was, which is constantly just reading. Oh man, wow, I didn't know. Like recently, I just found out that, don't you guys know Goya, the brand? Their yellow rice has chicken fat in it or something. It's like, what? What the heck? You have to read ingredients, because who knew that they were put, that's why it's so good. I was still eating yellow rice, and luckily, because it's so processed, it didn't make me feel like, it didn't hurt my stomach or anything over the last few years. I wasn't eating it regularly, but occasionally I would get a little yellow rice. It had chicken fat in it this whole time. But nonetheless, don't let anybody deter you from your health journey or whatever reason that you want to become vegan. Honestly, again, being vegan for almost 8 years, when I talk to people, their eyes like light up when I say that I'm vegan. Before, it used to be like, look at, get a load of this guy. Like, it would be that type of reaction, like, she's a joke. Now, when I talk to people, they're much more like honest, and like, I don't know, I feel like people are like more honest these days. I don't know, because when I talk to them, they're like, wow, like, oh, I wish I could, but I just don't think that I can. Like, people, I say statistically, obviously I haven't really gathered, but if I do off the top of my head, I feel like half of people, 5 out of 10 people around about, would like to be vegan in a perfect world, but they just don't think that they have the discipline. They just don't think that they have it. Also, people, I feel like one of the main reasons outside of discipline, or under the same umbrella as discipline, is people's connection to whatever culture they're from. People that have a very tight-knit culture, or just people that just really resonate with whatever their culture's food is, tend to have a hard time doing this type of lifestyle change, because they feel like they're either like betraying their culture, or they just feel like, well, I've grown up eating all of this stuff my entire life. I don't like anything else. I only like this type of food, so I can't. And it's like, you could be innovative and make vegan versions of your favorite foods. Like, that's been pretty much my whole journey of veganism. It's just trying to have that same feeling, like that same feeling that I used to have before when I would eat things, and have it now and feel better about it. Like lasagna. Lasagna is one of my favorite foods ever. And I remember for a few years, I was not eating lasagna and I was sad. I was like, man, I miss lasagna, man. And once the vegan cheeses got better, I started eating lasagna again, and I love lasagna, and it's the same vibe. And I've shared lasagna with my friends and they love it. Everyone loves it. It's so good. I have a lasagna video as well. I'll put the link in the little card. But no judgment. This is a safe space. Even if the world doesn't feel like a safe place, it's gonna be okay. Next step, you're gonna have to start. Now that we've got the research, now that we've looked ourselves in the mirror and said, I'm not gonna judge, we listen and we don't judge. Okay? You're gonna have to start with, I didn't do this, but maybe, if this is a really daunting thing for you, maybe start with one vegan meal per day. Just to ease yourself into it. Start with one vegan meal per day so you can get a feeling. You went to that vegan restaurant, you're like, okay, I can get down. You look up a couple recipes, you get to it. So try a vegan meal per day. If I would recommend one vegan meal per day, I would say lunch. Lunch or breakfast, I feel like, are the easiest to make vegan. I can completely understand why for dinner someone would like, I just want my steak for dinner. I get it. You want that, what is it, like a roasted chicken? You want a chicken you eat it. But try a little lunch, a little light lunch, maybe breakfast, I don't know. Breakfast for me is like the easiest to be vegan, low key. In a way. Sometimes it gets a little boring because, sometimes even this far into it, sometimes I'm like, man, I miss the simplicity of bacon. Wow. A breakfast sandwich. Simple. A breakfast sandwich takes, when you're eating the regular stuff, 10 minutes to make. 10 minutes. Bacon, eggs, cheese if you want it, whatever bread of choice, it's done and it's delicious. So I get it. So pick your poison, no poison. Pick your time of the day where you would like to try a vegan meal and see how that works out for you. It's going to build your confidence. It's also going to steer you away from the judgment. For me, I didn't like I said, I didn't do exactly that, but what I did months before I started becoming vegan was, one, I had went to New York for a weekend for 3 days. 3 days. I'm sure before this 3-day weekend, I ate chicken or sausage or bacon. I definitely did. But on this 3-day weekend trip to New York, I only ate seafood the entire time. And it wasn't intentional. I guess I was just in a shrimpy, salmony, I don't know, I was in that type of mood. And so when I came back from New York, back to Philly, I went over one of my friends, like family barbecues or something. They have them all the time. And they're Cambodian, and I love me some Cambodian food, okay? And so her uncle had put some ribs on the grill. Girl, I love a rib. And I'm eating my rib, and after, we get in the car, we're on our way home, my stomach is killing me. And I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, I know that I don't eat much pork because I didn't really eat that much pork throughout my entire life. So I'm like, maybe the pork just didn't agree with me today. But then also I realized, I'm like, I didn't eat any meat over the weekend. Like, maybe my body is just cleaned out of any meat and it's confused a little bit. And pork is aggressive, to have that as your first meat back from only eating seafood, that's a little aggressive. So I was ballsy. It was that situation, and it kind of just turned me off, and I was like, I just don't know if I can eat that again because I don't want my stomach to hurt again. And then also I remember my family has a bunch of women, And we were all sitting around like, oh, let's go on a diet. Let's do a group diet challenge or whatever shit we were talking about. And we decided to do like vegetarian for like a week. And we were all like, this is gonna be so hard, but if we can do it, like, oh, we're stars. And we did the week challenge. I remember like in my head thinking it was so hard, whatever. But somehow soon after, I walked myself into veganism, okay? So the next thing I would say, in alignment with the pork rib, is to cut out the foods that you don't really love that much, that you really just tolerate, that you really just eat out of like convenience. You know, like for me, that list was more so like hot dogs, fast food meat, chicken nuggets, chicken fingers, fast food burgers and chicken sandwiches, all of those things. I was like, okay, I can do without. I don't really need or love these things that much to keep them around. Like, I just eat them because they're fast, they're quick, it's easy, it's summer, where it's a barbecue, hot dogs are available, whatever. So I stopped eating the stuff that I'm like, if all these places closed down, if another barbecue didn't happen, I probably wouldn't miss these things. You know what I mean? Sit yourself down and be like, you know what? The burgers, it's over. And that's how it was for me. Like, I was a burger queen. I loved a burger. And that's the thing. Like, I think because, like I said, my mom didn't eat beef. I think beef was such a treat for me that I loved it. I loved the burgers. I loved steak, cheese steaks. Oh, they were so good. I love the burger. For my 12th birthday, I asked to go to Bobby's Burger Palace for my birthday. I love them so much. So you're gonna have to get rid of your faves, some of your faves. Not all of them. You can do this in a couple steps, but you know, start to let go with love. I'll see you on the other side. Next step, like I said, you could do these in any which order. But after I got rid of my burgers and my cheesesteaks and whatever, now I'm basically pescatarian. So now I'm just eating fish. And the thing is that I never was a big fish person, but fish is just, it's good. But just being pescatarian, I realized I don't really like fish that much. I got so tired of fish. In my opinion, like fish is just all tastes the same after a while. Of course, it's like slightly different tones, but honestly, it's all the same to me, fish. And I got tired of it after about 4 or 5 months. I was pescatarian and I was like, I'm kind of done with this. And my mom was scared. This is when the fear went to my mom's eyes. She was kind of okay and understood me cutting everything else out at a point. But once I got to a point where I was eating no animals at all, Kim was scared. She was like, well, what are you gonna eat? And I'm like, girl, I'm gonna figure it out. The final boss is dairy. If dairy is not the final boss for you, if you could cut out dairy before some of the meats, I feel like you're in a really good spot. Because dairy is, I think it's the thing, it's literally the thing that makes you vegan. It's the thing that separates vegan from vegetarian, dairy. But it's the final boss for pretty much everyone. Most people that feel like they can't become vegan outside of the cultural dynamics and, you know, just really loving some chicken, it's really the cheese, the ice cream, the yogurt, the cream cheese, the whipped cream, and just all the stuff that milk is in. Hot chocolate, just chocolate in general. Like, all of the stuff that they sneak milk into, guys, the stuff that they sneak milk into is actually insane. Being vegan, it just makes you a little bit more conscious. Even if you don't want to be vegan, I implore everybody to just read ingredients. So dairy was the final boss for me. So when I became, after stopped being pescatarian, now I'm vegetarian, I was obsessed. I've been obsessed for my whole life with pizza. And still, to this day, I love pizza. I love it. It's like its own food group for me, pizza. I love it. It's so freaking good. And when I became vegetarian, I'm a teenager at this time. I'm 14, 15, 16. And I eat pizza almost every day. I'm eating it almost every day because that's the luxury of being vegetarian. You feel like you're doing a great job because, oh, I'm not eating all of these things. But dairy, it is like, it damn near weighs as much as all of that other stuff together. Like, it really does. It's so heavy, and once you stop eating it, it clears you out so much. I really stopped eating dairy for vanity reasons, I'm going to be honest. I was a teenager at this time, so hormones out of the wazoo. And I never really had terrible skin, but my hormonal breakouts would be like here, like across my forehead and stuff. And I just was like, I just feel like if I stop eating this dairy, my acne is gonna go away. And it damn sure did. So I had to stop myself. That was where I had to stop. I also was obsessed with, I don't know, people classify eggs as dairy, but they don't come from cows. They're chickens. But as a vegetarian, you still eat eggs, but once you decide to be vegan, you cut out eggs as well. So when I was vegetarian, I was eating eggs quite a bit because, you know, protein, they were easy to have, easy to obtain. Not these days, apparently. Apparently the eggs are so expensive. This is why it's good being vegan. Stopped eating eggs, stopped eating dairy. I was also really obsessed with the yogurt at this time. I loved Greek yogurt. Oh, I loved making me a parfait, girl, okay? I would put yogurt on top of my waffles. I would just eat yogurt. I would put yogurt in my smoothies. Like, I love me some yogurt, so I had to stop eating yogurt, stop having regular milk on my cereal. But low-key, I feel like I was having almond milk in my cereal before I decided to become vegan, because you just start tasting that milk and you're like, oh, it's so fatty. I wasn't obsessed with ice cream, but obviously ice cream was a dud. I guess I should give some of my favorite brands of dairy alternatives. Daiya is one of my favorite cheese brands for vegan cheese. When I first became vegan and I was trying their cheese, it was not good. But they have developed and it is actually very good now. It melts, it stretches. They have blocks of cheese, they got shredded cheese, they got slices of, they got all the things, honey. They're really good. Low key, Chow cheese might have them beat just a little bit when it comes to the sliced cheese. Chow sliced cheese is so soft. It's so creamy, but the thing is that it doesn't have the same melt factor as Daiya does. Daiya melts very well. Chow is like a little bit smoother. It's really, really good. Violife is also very good, but I think Violife also doesn't melt the absolute best, but it tastes good. Ice cream. Breyers actually has some vegan options if you want to go like, you know, big brand. Breyers, I only know of them having a vegan cookies and cream. I don't know if they have more. They probably do. Ben & Jerry's has a multitude of vegan options. It's still not that many, but they do have a good amount, probably like 10 to 12 flavors. Pretty good. Van Leeuwen, it's a Brooklyn-based company, but they have some in Philly. Very good ice cream. Very good ice cream. I just recently had some strawberry shortcake ice cream from them. So freaking good. They have really good flavors. Like, their flavors are like scrumptious. I love their flavors. For sour cream tofuti, they have a really good one. If you're gonna do like some Mexican food or whatever, you want to do like a cream cheese, like a crema, tofuti has a really good vegan sour cream. Cream cheese, Kite's cream cheese is very good. I think tofuti also has a cream cheese. I feel like I've definitely had it, but I can't remember because I don't really eat bagels with like cream cheese very often. That was never really my swag. I wasn't always a big cream cheese person. I would rather do like a jelly and a butter, or like a peanut butter, than cream cheese. Yeah, those are like my dairy alternatives. Oh, as far as milk, I guess we should get into the basics. Milk. Depends on the kind of milk that you like. You're gonna have to test some out. Every brand, especially like a lot of brands, they have like just different versions of stuff. So like oat milk, I don't like Planet Oat. I think it's just too like oat milk is quite thick. So the oat milk that I like the best, honestly, is Trader Joe's oat milk. Honestly, I feel like they have the best one. It's simple, it's not too thick, it's not, you don't feel like it has all this stuff added into it. It might, I'm not sure, but it's pretty good. I don't really drink almond milk anymore because almond milk, because the way that almond milk, you know, to make almond milk, you're really just blending up, well, soaking the almonds, blending them, and then straining them. But America, they're gonna put all these gums and all these different things in them to give it the texture of like how fat is in milk. So they put all these different gums and all these different things in the almond milks, and it's honestly disgusting. But nut milk is really good as well. Nut milk, Trader Joe's oat milk, Califia, their milk. If I do get almond milk, I'll get theirs because it tastes by far the best. They also have oat milk and I get that as well. Occasionally I'll do like a rice milk. I can't remember what brand I'll get, but for my cereal I do like rice milk because it's very light. Hemp milk, I've used hemp milk in like smoothies and acai bowls and stuff, especially when I was working at that cafe that I was working at, or in like coffees and stuff. Hemp milk is very good. Oat milk is great for coffee. I think oat milk is the best for coffee if you're not a coconut milk person, because coconut milk can get very overwhelming because now you have like a coconut drink. So coconut milk is very good too, but it depends on if you're a coconut person. Also cashew milk, I've never had it on its own, but people like it. And there's a bunch of different milks too. I've had recently, I tried a macadamia milk for the first time in my cereal. I guess it was good. It didn't taste anything different. I do want to give you some restaurant recommendations for mostly people in Philly, but some of these restaurants, few of them, but some of these restaurants do have other locations. Probably just like one or two, I'm not gonna lie. But I'll throw in some other places that I've been to in other cities that I like as well. So in Philly, these are all places that I've eaten from. Yeah, all these places, I've only picked places that I've eaten from so I can actually tell you that they're worth it. This is a good list. So Bar Bon Bon. Bar Bon Bon is a fully plant-based Puerto Rican cuisine place. This is on 18th Street, on 18th and Sampson, downtown Philly. It's very good. I take so many people to this place. Again, I am the only vegan person that I know in my personal life. So I've taken so many of my friends there. I've gone on dates at Bar Bon Bon. I've just gone out and got some drinks. Their drinks are so good. Charlie was a Sinner, they're going full-blown vegan. I know it for sure. Down to the alcohol, everything. They're not playing. This is a more upscale place. Bar Bon Bon is not casual at all. It's a little, it's not fancy, but it's mid-tier. It's not low, it's not high, it's mid. You can get some lunch there. They also have brunch. They have the best pancakes I've ever had in my life at Bar Bon Bon. If you can go on a Saturday, I think they have brunch on Saturdays and Sundays, maybe just Sundays, but get those pancakes, they're delicious. Anyway, Charlie Was a Sinner. Charlie Was a Sinner is very upscale, it's fancy. They have small plates. You're supposed to like order like 3-4 things, you know, amongst you and your person or whatever, depending on how many people you're with. Order a few things. They come out, you know, a few at a time, you know, whatever. Their drinks, I don't like them. I think they cost entirely too much for the quality. They're just not good drinks. I never liked the drink when I went there. Charlie Was a Sinner is pretty good though. Most of their food that I had, it's very good. A lot of people just don't like the vibe in there. I feel like they need to change the vibe up because the place is a very narrow place. Like, it's very narrow. It kind of is like a hole in the wall. Like, you don't know it's there unless you know that it's there. It looks like a club, but it's a restaurant. And when you walk in, it's just kind of like, just like straight back. And it's just very dark in there. It's very low light. And that's very uncomfortable for a lot of people. It's a very low key place. Like, if I were a celebrity and I came to Philly and I wanted to not be seen or found, I would go to Charlie Was a Sinner. Because nobody's gonna see me. It's dark as hell in there. They have a cute bathroom though. Monster Vegan, also downtown. It's on 12th and Spruce. Charlie Was a Sinner is on 13th Street. 13th and like right off of Walnut, I think, or Locust. Monster Vegan is on 12th and Spruce, so it's on a cute block, but they have good food. It's very pricey for like what you're getting. They give good portions though, I will say that, but again, I think it's because they might not be confident in how many people they're going to actually have coming in. They do the thing where they add gratuity into every meal, like they add that into the price, but then add gratuity onto your bill before you even decide to tip. Like, it's just like you're charging me an extra $40 before I even order my food type of vibe. I also don't like the vibe in the restaurant, I'm not gonna lie. They have a theme where it's like they play like silent, like old black and white like horror films, and it freaks me out every time I've gone in there. They have like a bunch of projectors, and like, I don't think they have TVs, they might, but every single screen that's up is all of these scary movies, and it's so uncomfortable. And it's like rock music playing and the horror movies are on, and it's not like a comfortable experience for me. Anyway, Nourish, next restaurant, it's in North Philly. It's on Girard. I think it's on like Front and Girard or something like that. Nourish is very good. Nourish is like American food. They have like a little bit of everything, but it's mostly like they just specialize in making a bunch of different like side dishes, and then you have the option to like create a platter for yourself. You can do a 3-piece platter, or you can do a 5-piece platter. You can also put things into a wrap if you want to put it into a wrap. And they also have just like regular dishes. They got chicken cheesesteaks that are made out of fried mushroom, chicken sandwiches, different little things, salads, soups. They have really good soup. But the thing that I love besides their platters, I really just get their platters from them that I love, but their smoothies and juices are so good. Veganish, also black owned. They used to have 2 locations, but I think they were a little overzealous in doing a second location, so they've recently closed their second location, and now they're just at their OG location on like 52nd and Girard, so this is technically West Philly. Veganish, it's called vegan-ish because they have seafood. Everything else is vegan except for their seafood. So Veganish was really good at one point, but they're kind of like Monster Vegan, where I can't fully back them up currently because I don't know the current state that they're in. They're one of those places that switch their menu up, they switch the recipes up. So like the last couple times that I've gone there, I'm like, this is not the same that it was a few years ago, and it's worse. But the reason why I used to love Veganish is they had cheese fries, and these cheese fries were like corner store level cheese fries, pizza store level cheese fries. And you know, if you are from a city that has like corner stores and like pizza shops nearby, and you can just go out at any given time except South Philly and get some cheese fries, you know what I'm talking about. Good cheese fries. Is it real cheese? Is it art? We don't know, but it's good. Their cheese fries are great. They had a chicken sandwich that was very good. They use Impossible meat, I believe, so I'm not a fan of their burgers and their cheesesteaks and stuff because I don't like Impossible meat. If I have to pick my fake meat of choice, it's definitely going to be Beyond Meat. I'm not a fan of Impossible meat. It tastes too real. That sounds strange, but it tastes entirely too beefy for me. Beyond Meat is a little bit more smoother. It's a little bit more reserved. It still has that meaty flavor, but Impossible meat is just too strong. So Veganish is very good. Mostly vegan, has seafood though. So when you're in your pescatarian journey, go over to Veganish. Hip City Veg. Hip City Veg is a really good one. They are a gem. I don't know. Let me see how many locations they have. Hip City Veg. Oh, they only have 8 locations. Okay, so it started, I knew that it was based in Philly, and it started in Philly, but when I went to DC, they had a few locations there too. But yeah, they only have them in Philly and in DC, and 1 Philly suburb location. So it's only in Philly. So you're gonna have to come here or DC in order to have it, but they're very good. They kind of give like a vegan McDonald's actually, with a little extra stuff that McDonald's doesn't have, but overall it's like a vegan McDonald's. Hip City Veg is very good. They give a McDonald's feel. They used to only have sweet potato fries, but now they actually have regular shoestring fries, and they are comparable to McDonald's. They have really good stuff. They have burgers, they have chicken sandwiches, very good. They have snack wraps, they have breakfast, they have cheesesteaks, and I love their cheesesteaks so much because they're a Philly-based company. So they do a cheesesteak, and the cheesesteak is so good, and it's not made of fake meat. Their burgers and stuff, they make it out of Beyond Meat. That's why I love them. But they do their cheesesteak out of mushrooms, which I love, and it's so freaking good. This cheesesteak makes me not even miss cheesesteaks anymore. Like, this is the cheesesteak that I'm cool with. This mushroom cheesesteak is delicious. It's so good. They also have milkshakes. They do milkshake seasonal flavors every now and again as well. They always have a seasonal milkshake. They have juices, very good juices. They have like a kale lemonade, a tangerine like lemonade. It's very good. They have like root beer as well or something like that occasionally. But Hip City Veg is delicious. 20th Street Pizza. This is the best vegan pizza you are going to find. Besides one more place. Now let me write that place down too because I forgot about them. 20th Street Pizza. This place is on 20th and Sampson downtown as well. This place is so good. They are the only place that are doing vegan slices. You can't find it anywhere. You can walk in, get a slice of this, a slice of that, and enjoy your life. I love it. When I was working downtown, I was going there all the time, and I loved it. Next place is Los Caballitos Cantina. So Los Caballitos is actually just a Mexican restaurant. So it's on 12th and Passyunk / Morris. This place is very good. It has vegan options. They are probably the only Mexican restaurant, probably like in the city, that has this many vegan options. Like, you can have fully vegan meal, everything that everybody else has but vegan, and it be just as good at Los Caballitos. That's why I love it there. They have delicious nachos. They have delicious burritos. The whole thing is that I was so obsessed with their nachos that I didn't even try anything else for years. And then I had a burrito and my life was changed. What is the purge starting? Los Caballitos is very good. They have a lot of vegan options. They have seitan, they have vegan chorizo, they have vegan crema, they have vegan cheese. They got everything that you need to make a delicious Mexican meal without feeling like you're compromising anything. So we love Los Caballitos. Triangle Tavern, also not a vegan place, but has so many vegan options. They are just doing the Lord's work. Okay, Triangle Tavern is a bar. It's a bar. And they have bar food and stuff, but their food is so good. I've ordered from there like twice or 3 times. They have seitan wings, they have pizza, they have parmesan, like they have eggplant parm, they have a vegan chicken parm, mozzarella sticks, fries. They have all the things and they are so good. I've had the eggplant parm, delicious. This is the best eggplant parm that I've ever had in my life. One of the best vegan sandwiches that I've had in my life as well. Ooh, delicious. Unisu Veg. So Unisu Veg is in, what part of the city is that technically? It's in a murky area. It's kind of like by the art museum. So like Parkway area, I forget what that area is called. But it's around that area, Unisu Veg. It's called vegetarian. I don't think everything there is vegan. It's a vegetarian Chinese restaurant. So they have like a lot of stuff that like a Chinese restaurant would have, or like just like an Asian place would have, because they kind of have like a few different types of things. But they have like all the things that like a Chinese restaurant would have, and making it vegan. Love Vegan Deli. Love Vegan Deli is very good. So if I'm not mistaken, I think their first location was just in Reading Terminal. Now they've moved within Reading Terminal to a bigger spot, which is good for them. And they also have their own storefront on, I think it's like 18th and Ellsworth in South Philly. Love is very good. They call it a vegan deli because they have like deli meats that they actually sell to you. Like you could buy like vegan deli meat from there and like cheese and stuff. I've never done that, but they have sandwiches, they have soup, they have different things. I've gotten breakfast sandwiches from there for the most part. I've really only gotten breakfast sandwiches. I haven't gotten anything else from there besides like I think a soup one time, but I always just get like a sandwich from there because it's just so good. Fitz on 4th. Fitz on 4th, I've only been here twice. I've taken out one time and I've eaten in one time, but both times delicious. I don't remember what I got the first time because someone just kind of brought me back a few things, but the second time that I actually went inside, I only remember this crab cake that I had. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think crab cakes are a mature palate type of thing. I think only as an adult you can really appreciate a crab cake. And so because I became vegan when I was a child, a teenager, I never liked crab cakes up until, you know, me being vegan. So I've only experienced vegan crab cakes, but I'm not gonna lie to you. All the vegan crab cakes that I've had have been so freaking good. Like they're doing the crab cake game. The vegans are eating it up. I'm not gonna lie. So Fitz on 4th is very good. They have very good drinks. It's a very beautiful restaurant as well. A lot of photo ops, very open, light, beautiful. Beautiful. I ate at the bar when I was there. Goldie. Goldie's another one. Let's see how many locations Goldie has. Because some of these places, I'm like, how big are they? Goldie. Let's see. Goldie, I think they're only in Philly as well. Goldie is a Mediterranean style restaurant. They really, it's a very basic menu. They really just have falafel. That's all they have. You can just do a falafel sandwich. You can do a falafel salad. You could have just falafel by itself. They have fries. And they have milkshakes. They have tahini milkshakes. They're very good. I always get the coffee one. Honorable mentions for places that may have just one vegan thing, but I love them, is Down North Pizza. This is another high quality pizza place. This is Black owned. It's like far though. It's in North Philly. It's in like Strawberry Mansion area. It's very far from me. But this place is so good. If you look them up on YouTube, people have gone there and done like videos with them, and they're just such cool guys. They basically it's like a prison reform like type of place where like they only hire like former prisoners and stuff. And people just try to get back on their feet and just be, you know, welcome back into society and be able to have a chance, get a job. So it's a nice cause. Very good food. All of the titles of all of their pizzas and stuff is based off of like popular Philly songs, which is really cool. And they have 2 vegan pizzas and they have cauliflower wings as well. Cauliflower wings are delicious. Pizza is delicious. I love them. Oh, I just want to give you some places that maybe I've gone to in other cities off the top of my head. DC, there's a place called New Vegan, NU Vegan. They have, I believe, 2 to 3 locations now. I think it's 2. They have one in DC, like kind of in the mix, and then they have one in Baltimore, Maryland. But New Vegan is delicious. New Vegan is all vegan. It's soul food, so it is what I was missing. I went to DC. I've only been to DC one time. It's crazy, but I've only been to DC once, and this was 4 years ago now. My goodness, it was like 3.5 years ago, but almost 4. And New Vegan is so good. Me and Siani went there, and we just got, you can just like, you know, create a platter of things that you want. And I got like the basics. I got like greens, yams, mac and cheese, crab cakes, and then I got cornbread on the side. Everything was delicious. It was so good. Also Vegas. So I went to Vegas 2 years ago. Yeah, I went to Vegas 2 years ago with my family, with my mom, my auntie, and my cousin. And we went to this place called Crossroads. Oh guys, you guys are not gonna believe this place. You have to go. And it's so annoying because they only have like 3 locations. I think their 3 locations are Vegas, Malibu and Calabasas or something like that. So you're gonna have to figure out when you can get to any of those and go over to Crossroads because it's delicious. It's like, it's 100% vegan, authentic Italian cuisine. Oh, I appreciate all of you, whoever's watching, the potential vegans out there. Do what you want, but if you want to be vegan, here's a guide. And with that said, I will see you guys in the next video. Have a beautiful day.